And so to the last race of this World Championship regatta, the final of the men's Cox Fours. Won a year ago by Australia, not represented in this final. So we run down, starting from lane number 1, the United States, who were 4th a year ago. Next to them, Germany in lane 2. Germany with one survivor from last year's crew that finished 5th. That's Lars Erdmann in the bow. Next to them, Romania. They didn't make the final. They were 9th in the world ranking in the men's Cox 4 a year ago, although they have won this boat class in 1993 and 1994. Then Great Britain, who were 8th a year ago. Johnny Singfield in the stroke seat with Johnny Searle. Just behind him in 3, Richard Dunn and Graham Smith completing the quartet. Then Argentina. New challenge for them in the 4s this year. And completing the lineup, Italy in lane 6. Italy, who were bronze medalists a year ago.
Well, here again we've got a straight final. Unfortunately, at the draw, Canada pulled out. There were 7 entries. Canada pulled out, the host nation, and that left 6 crews for a straight final. So they've been waiting all week again to race this. Again, a very good event, and a pity that it's getting less and less support from the federations. But here's Germany now, a little bit short, hacking away at it in the rough water as they take off. The United States on the far side, least favored lane here. Very strong crew. These are some of the athletes who rode in the Under-23 championships earlier on, and they're a late selection and a bit of an unknown quantity.
Argentina in the foreground. Far side, Romania.
Romania perhaps got the early lead. Very experienced people in this boat. You've got Targa at stroke, who really has done a lot of racing in 8s and in the sculls. He was a very good sculler for Romania as well 3 or 4 years back. But here he is now in the 4. And it's Argentina here in our picture, keeping well up in this hunt. South America producing some very good crews over these last 2 or 3 championships.
So Romania it is now who are setting the pace on the far side. Watch out for the black boat. That's the bow of the United States of America with Jake Wetzel it is who's in the stroke seat for them, and we should see a little bit more of them as we come into the second quarter of the race. And the Americans really beginning to move now on the Romanians. They've definitely moved into second place there, and vying for 3rd, Germany. Although that graphic doesn't suggest so, but Germany, I don't believe that graphic is correct. I think they're closer up there than suggested. But at the moment, Romania in 3 from the United States in 1.
That's the blue bow there, number 4 there for Great Britain. Rather slow start for them, poor start. They've got Johnny Searle sitting in the 3 seat, who won a gold medal in the coxed pair at the Olympics in 1992 in Barcelona. But here's the United States, big, powerful crew, good horizontal drive there, and they're just moving now into the lead past Romania. Oh, them and Romania just working it out there in the front. It's neck and neck between these 2 crews.
So again, this could be a race of 2 parts, in the sense that we could have a race for the gold medal and a race for the bronze. At the moment, the Americans beginning to get the better of the Romanians on the far side. Germany certainly in the hunt there with, I think, Great Britain. Pretty experienced crew, the British. You'd expect them to get a medal here, wouldn't you, Dan?
Well, indeed, they've been racing as a coxless 4 through the season, doing pretty well in Lucerne. They medalled in Lucerne, but here they are now beginning to move through. But Romania holding very well. United States just now easing into the lead, just as they cross the 1,000-meter mark. The rest of the crews, all 4 crews, pretty well in line across the course.
Well, as the caption says, this time I agree with the caption that Romania are just a fraction ahead of the United States. Interestingly enough, the British 1:41.33 for that second quarter means that they're moving faster than anybody else at this moment.
The United States are now heading the field. They really are motoring. They've got a lot of power there, and that really shows. Bit of water flying around, difficult conditions. The further they go, the flatter it gets, and they are moving. Romania beginning to drop back now. United States in 500 meters have taken a length off Romania, and they are now moving very well indeed.
Yes, the Americans well away, but also look at the fight that's going on now. In the foreground, it's Italy in lane 6, but also going pretty well, the Argentinians and Great Britain in lane 4. So it really is a battle. The Americans there with Jake Wetzel. He's the man in the stroke seat who, incidentally, his grandmother, I should say, represented America in the 1936 Olympics as a gymnast. So quite a pedigree in the sporting world in his family.
Well, I hope she's in the crowd there, but they have really opened up a lot on Romania, who are still just about holding second place.
Yeah, the Romanians are going to be under severe pressure in a minute because the British are still moving pretty well at the moment. The Romanians just about holding their challenge. And at the moment, it's really Germany that aren't really making any progress, and the Argentinians' advance has stopped as well. So through the third quarter of the race, America with clear water over Romania. Then Great Britain just in third, and the Italians hanging on there with an outside medal chance at the moment. But it's the Americans making the best of their way home now and looking very, very strong. And their cox there, Sean Mulligan. Well, he's a man who's got experience last year. He got a silver medal in the lightweight 8 for the American squad, so he knows what this is all about. And he's in a very difficult position, isn't he? Because as a coxswain, he's stuck right over the far side there.
Yeah, he can't see anything really at all. Just open water in front of him, and that's probably how he likes it. But here, Great Britain beginning to make a little bit of a move on Romania. Romania slipping back, and Great Britain moving every single stroke. And just here, without the number, you've got Italy still in the hunt there for the medals, just trying to move up there with Great Britain past Romania. Romania hanging on there to third place now that Great Britain have moved past them. Great Britain beginning to catch up now with the United States. Almost got an overlap. Targa trying to hang on for the Romanians there in the stroke seat. But Great Britain now moving away from Romania and out after the United States.
Yes, and the Argentinians, just on the right of your picture there, also beginning to wake up. It's a bit late in the day, but they are moving up, and moving up from 5th place, probably into about 4th. The Americans have still got that clear water. The British trying to get back and get that overlap going. It is working. They are closing at the moment, the British, and they are moving faster than any other boat on the regatta course. The last race, but the Americans are there. They've held a length, and the British are going to get a silver medal. And in fact, close to within 3/4 of a length, with Romania clinging on to the bronze ahead of Argentina, with Italy and Germany 5th and 6th respectively. So the Americans really finishing this last day with an absolute flourish of medals.
Yeah, United States finished top of the table with these medals in non-Olympic events. Very good effort there from their coxed 4, and some of those guys there will be vying for places in the Olympic boats during the winter when it comes to selection.
And that victory by the United States gives them their 6th gold medal of these World Championships.
It puts the United States on top of the table. Here again, a chance to see some very powerful rowing there from the United States coxed 4. Mike Tatey will be very pleased with the way his squad has performed there.
Garrett Klug, Thomas Murray, Daniel Protz, and Jake Wetzel with coxswain Sean Mulligan at the end of the line. The last medals to be given out by the president of the federation.
Well, unfortunately, I think this could be the last time that we'll be together. Maybe next year we'd be the straight 4 or something, but you never know. So everyone might have a different path. So this is our last little hurrah here as a boat. One race and we did it right.